Dear students, this is section 2 of chapter number 1, relations in functions. In section 1, you studied about how to find A cross B, what is relation, etc. So, in this section, we will study different types of relations. Different types of relations are reflexive, second one, symmetric, and third one, transitive. So now we can study these relations one by one. First one is reflexive. So first I will tell its definition. A relation R on A means from A to A is said to be reflexive if A belongs to R for all A belongs to it. A belongs to R for all A belongs to it. Means a relation R on A is said to be reflexive if A is related to A. For all, we can use this symbol. For all A belongs to A. That means A should be related to A. It does not mean that A related only to A. A should be related to A. For every A belongs to A. That means if you take any A belongs to A, that element should be related to same element. Okay. Now I will tell some example. Suppose A equal to a set which contains 3 elements and R1 be a relation on A defined as R1 equal to 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Just check whether R1 is reflexive or not. Whether it satisfies condition of reflexive. A contains 3 elements. So relation R1 on A is said to be reflexive if 1 is related to 1. That is here. 2 related to 2. It is here. 3 related to 3. Okay. That means clearly R1 is reflexive. So in this case we have to note one thing. 1 is related only to 1. 2 related only to 2. And 3 related only to 3. So this relation we can also call as identity relation, and we denote it as identity relation. So all identity relations are reflexive, but all reflexive relations are not identity. I will tell one more example. So R2. Let R2 be a relation on the same set, and elements of R2 are 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. I am adding one more element. Verify whether R2 is reflexive or not. So since A contains 1, 1, 1 is there, 2, 2 is there, 3, 3 is there. So clearly R2 is reflexive. There can be other elements also that we need not consider. Actually, this R2 is not an identity relation, but it is reflexive. Identity means one element should be related to that same element only. That means 2 should be related to 2 only. So here 2 is related to 2 and 2 is related to 3. So it is reflexive, but it is not identity relation. Okay. Now R3, which contains elements as 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. Just check R3 is reflexive or not. Clearly R3 is not reflexive because 3, 3 does not belongs to R3. R3 is reflexive only if it contains 1, 1, 2, 2 and 3, 3. But 3, 3 is not there. So R3 is not reflexive. So now I'll write some more example. Suppose R4 be a relation on the same set and R4 equal to A cross A. A cross A means it contains all ordered pairs from A to A. Actually, A cross A contains all ordered pairs. So there will be 1, 1, 2, 2 and 3, 3. So R4 is clearly a reflexive relation. Okay, this is all about reflexive. Now we will study about second relation, that is symmetry. Symmetry. Definition: a relation R on A is said to be symmetric if AB belongs to R implies BA belongs to R. That means if A is related to B, then B should be related to A. If A is related to B, then B should be related to A. That means if 1, 2 is an element of R, then there should be 2, 1. There should be 2, 1. Okay, if 1, 2 is not there, we need not bother about 2, 1. So we'll understand when I say some example. Consider one example. A equal to 1, 2, 3 and R1 be a relation on A defined as R1. It contains 1, 2, 2, 1, 3, 3. Just check whether R1 is symmetric or not. Take first element of R1, that is 1, 2. You can take AB as 1, 2. If AB is there, BA should be there. Or AB is 1, 2, then BA will be 2, 1. So 2, 1 is here. So AB belongs to R and BA belongs to R. So one example is okay. So you have to take all variables, all elements and check whether it is okay for all elements. Now second element is 2, 1. Its reverse is 1, 2. It is here. Third element is 3, 3 and its reverse is 3, 3. 3, 3 is here. You know that for a set we need not write one element 2 times. So 3, 3, 3, 3. So clearly R1 is symmetric. R1 does not contain 2, 3. So we need not bother about 3, 2. Condition is this one. If AB belongs to R, then BA should be there. If AB is not there, we need not consider about BA. Okay. Now take second example, R2. R2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3. It's very simple. Check whether R2 is symmetric or not. 1, 1 reverse 1, 1, it is here. 2, 3 reverse 3, 2. 3, 2 is not there. So 2, 3, I'll write answer here. 2, 3. 2, 3 belongs to R, but 3, 2 does not belongs to R. So R2 is not symmetric. Okay. So you have to check all variables, all elements, and if it is satisfying for all elements, we can say that it is symmetric. If it is not satisfying for one element, then we can say that it is not symmetric. If you want to prove one theorem or one condition, it should be true for all examples. And if you want to show that it is not true, this one example is enough. Now, third relation, that is transitive. Transitive. Its definition is like this: a relation R on A is said to be transitive if AB belongs to R and BC belongs to R, then AC belongs to R. That means if A is related to B, if A is related to B and two conditions are there, B is related to C, then A should be related to C. If AB is there, BC is there, then AC should be there. Okay. If AB is not there, BC is not there, we need not bother about AC. Okay. Take some example. Suppose A equal to 1, 2, 3. And R1 is a relation on A. R1 equal to 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. Verify whether R1 is transitive or not. You have to note one thing. For the first y coordinate of first ordered pair is equal to x coordinate of second ordered pair. Then only we can combine. Okay. Y coordinate of first ordered pair should be equal to x coordinate of second. AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R, then AC should be there. Like that you have to check. So take any two ordered pair. 1, 1. We cannot take any two. You have to note that y coordinate of first ordered pair should be equal to x coordinate of second. Then only we can combine. So 1, 1 we can combine with 1, 2. Right? 1, 2. AB, BC. If AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R, there should be AC. 1, 2 should be there. 1, 2. Just check 1, 2 belongs to R or not. 1, 2 is here. So one example. It is okay for one example. Now you have to check other. So 1, 2. We can take 2, 2 as first ordered pair. Then this one you cannot take because x coordinate, y coordinate of first ordered pair should be equal to x coordinate. Here it is 2, here it is 1, 2 is not equal to 1. That means we cannot combine these two. We can combine 2, 2 and 2, 1. 2, 2 and 2, 1. Since 2, 2 belongs to R and 2, 1 belongs to R, there should be 2, 1. A, B, B, C. AC means 2, 1. 2, 1 should be there. 2, 1 is here. So it is okay for second example. Like that you have to check all examples. So we can take 2, 1 as first ordered pair and 1, 2 as second ordered pair. 2, 1 belongs to R, 1, 2 belongs to R. That means there should be 2, 2. 2, 2. Clearly 2, 2 belongs to R. So it is okay for all the elements. Reflexive transitive condition is okay for all the elements. So R1 is a transitive relation. Okay. Now take second example for transitive relation. Let A equal to a set containing 3 elements and R2 be a relation only defined as 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1. Just check whether R2 is transitive or not. We cannot combine these two because y coordinate of first ordered pair is not equal to x coordinate of second. We cannot combine these two, but we can combine these two, 2, 3 and 3, 1. If 2, 3 belongs to R, 3, 1 belongs to R, there should be 2, 3 belongs to R, 3, 1 belongs to R. That means there should be AC. AC means 2, 1. 2, 1 belongs to R, but 2, 1 is not in R. Actually R2. So R2 is not transitive. If you want to show that it is transitive, you have to consider all examples and it should be true for all examples. if you want to show that it is not transitive, just one example is enough. So that it is that example does not satisfy condition of transitive. Okay, these are the three different type of relations: reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. So now we can do some questions. First question: let A equal to a set 1, 2, 3 and R be a relation on A defined as R equal to set of all xy, so that x minus y belongs to Z. Verify whether R is reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. Okay, so A contains only finite elements. So we have to write all elements of R. So we can write elements of R. Condition is this one: x is related to y if difference between x and y is an integer. So take first element 1. Fix 1 and find out the value of y. So when x equal to 1, value of y can be 1 itself, because 1 minus 1 equal to 0 and 0 is an integer. Then when x equal to 1, value of y can be 2, because 1 minus 2 equal to minus 1. Minus 1 is an integer. And 1 is related to 3 also, because difference is minus 2. Fourth element, take second element 2. Then 2 related to 1. Okay. 2 related to 2, because difference is 0. 2 related to 3. Now take third element, 3 related to 1. Difference is 2 and 2 is an integer. 3 related to 2. 3 related to 3. Now verify whether R is reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. If it is reflexive, there should be 1, 1, 2, 2, and 3, 3. 1, 1 is here, 2, 2 is here, 3, 3. So it is reflexive. Symmetric means if AB belongs to R, then BA should be there. 1, 1 reverse 1, 1. 1, 2 reverse 2, 1. 1, 3 reverse 3, 1. 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 2 is here. 3, 1, 1, 3 is here. 3, 2, 2, 3 is here. 3, 3, 3, 3. So all elements satisfies condition of symmetry. So it is symmetric. Transitive, for transitive also you have to consider all elements. Take these two ordered pair 1, 1, 1, 2. These two we can combine because y coordinate equal to x coordinate or second ordered pair. So 1, 1, 1, 2. If we combine, there should be 1, 2. 1, 2 is here. Then 1, 1 and 1, 3 we can combine. Okay. Take 1, 2. 1, 2 and 2, 1. There should be 1, 1. 1, 2 and 2, 2. If we combine 1, 2 and 2, 2, 1, 2 should be there. Like that, check all elements. So since in this case actually R is equal to A cross A, right? If a relation is A cross A, then it will be automatically reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. Now consider second question. R be a relation on a set A, where A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. 13, 14. A contains only finite number of elements, and R is defined like this: R equal to set of all xy. Means x is related to y if 3x minus y equal to 0. Question is verify whether R is reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. This one is first question of your exercise. So I think x is related to y if it satisfies this condition. This one you can rewrite like this: R equal to set of all xy such that y equal to 3x. If y coordinate is triple of x coordinate, then x is related to y. So since A contains only finite number of elements, we have to write all elements. Okay. R. So take x equal to 1. When x equal to 1, value y equal to 3. That means 1 is related to 3. and 3 should be in this set. So first ordered pair is 1, 3. Then when x equal to 2, y equal to 6. 2 is related to 6. When x equal to 3, y equal to 9. 3 related to 9. When x equal to 4, y equal to 3 into 4, 12. 4 is related to 12. And when x equal to 5, y equal to 15. But 15 is not in this set. That means 5 is not related to any element of A. So we cannot write a last ordered pair. So we have to stop there. So R contains 4 elements. Okay. Now we have to check whether it is reflexive, symmetric or transitive. So if R is a relation on a reflexive, there should be 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, etc. Right? So it is not reflexive. So we have to find out one example. Not reflexive. Not reflexive. Reason, because 1, 1 does not belongs to 1. One example is enough for showing that it is not reflexive. For showing it is reflexive, you have to take all examples. Okay. Now what about symmetric? It is not symmetric. It is not symmetric. Reason. 1, 3. 1, 3 belongs to R, right? But 3, 1 does not belongs to R. Symmetry means if AB is there, BA should be there. In this case, 1, 3 belongs to R, but 3, 1 does not. So it is not symmetric. Not transitive. For showing it is not transitive, you have to find out one example. AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R, but AC does not. So 1, 3. 1, 3 belongs to R. We can combine 1, 3 and 3, 9, right? 1, 3 and 2, 6 we cannot combine. So 1, 3 belongs to R, 3, 9 belongs to R. So there should be 1, 9. But 1, 9 does not belongs to R. So it is not transitive. So this relation is not symmetric, not reflexive, not symmetric, and not transitive. Okay. Now consider third question. Given a relation R on Z defined as R equal to Z of all xy such that x minus y belongs to Z. Verify whether R is reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. So in this case, you have to note down one thing. Z. R is relation on Z. What is Z? Z is actually collection of all integers. For last question, we did R on A, where A is a finite set. Z is an infinite set. So we cannot write all elements of R. Since Z is an infinite set, we cannot write all elements of R. So we have to prove relation is reflexive, symmetric, and transitive by general method. Okay. By using variables. Reflexive. Reflexive means A should be related to A. X is related to X. Reason you have to tell. X is related to Y if difference between two elements is an integer. XX belongs to R because, what is the reason? X minus X equal to 0 and 0 is an integer. For all X belongs to Z. For all X belongs to Z. X can be 1, 2, 3. When X equal to 1, 1 minus 1, 0. When X 2, 2 minus 2, 0. So since Z is an infinite set, we cannot write all elements of R. So you have to prove like this. X is related to X because x minus x equals 0 and 0 is an integer. So clearly R is reflexive. Now second one, symmetry. Symmetry means if AB belongs to R, there should be BA. So you have to start with let xy belongs to R. That means we are supposing that x is related to y, and you have to show that y is related to x, which implies x minus y belongs to z. X is related to y if x minus y belongs to z. We want to show that y is related to x. That means we have to show that y minus x belongs to z. That we have to prove. But since x minus y belongs to z, minus of x minus y belongs to z. Minus of x minus y means y minus x belongs to z. Y minus x belongs to z means y is related to x. Y is related to x. Then we can write like this: y x belongs to R. Now, if AB belongs to R, then BA is there. So it is symmetry. Symmetry you have to prove like this. The last one is transitive. Transitive also you have to prove generally. So here you have to take two conditions. Let xy belongs to R and yz belongs to R. AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R. Instead of AB, BC, we can take xy, yz. Y coordinate of first ordered pair equal to x coordinate of second ordered pair. If xy belongs to R, yz belongs to R, we have to show that xz belongs to R. Okay, we can prove like this. Since xy belongs to R, x minus y belongs to z. X minus y is an integer, and since yz belongs to R, y minus z belongs to R. Y minus z is an integer. Now, by using these two conditions, we have to show that x minus z is an integer. X minus z is an integer. It's not R, it is z. So x minus y is an integer, y minus z is an integer. We want to show that x minus z is an integer. Then we can say that x is related to z. How we can say that x minus z is an integer? We can add these two, because integer plus integer is another integer. So x minus y plus y minus z belongs to z. Reason is integer plus integer is another integer. So minus y plus y get cancelled. You get x minus z belongs to z. X minus z belongs to z means x is related to z. Xz belongs to R. So if xy belongs to R, yz belongs to R, then xz belongs to R. So it is okay for all variables. So it satisfies conditional transitive, symmetric and reflexive. So if R is a relation on an infinite set, we have to prove reflexive, symmetric and transitive in this form. Okay. So we can wind up section 2. We can do more problems in section 3. Thank you.